Hip hei, ruvetaan sitten Alan Wakeä pelaamaan uudestaan. Kertaalleen tää on joskus pelattu, mutta otetaan tää Final Draft-versio nyt. Otetaan vielä, onks mä jotain hienoa kosmetiikkaa saanut kenties. Mikähän mennä defaultilla ja no on varmaan jämptit. Eikä siinä sitten vaan ääntä kohti ja viimeksi vedettiin normaalilla. Silloinkin jäi ihan sikana pitemeitä yli. Ehkä en viitti tolla, mutta menisikö hardilla?
Back to the beginning, with the memory of the past loop already fading fast. But while it lingers, I know there's hope. We're not doomed to repeat our failures in an eternal loop. This is a spiral. A fictional poet once said, "Beyond the shadow you settle for, there is a miracle illuminated. I will not settle for a shadow. I'll find the miracle through the night." It's not just victims and monsters. I see now there are heroes as well. We can find our way through the darkness. We will break through the surface. We will emerge into the light.
Alku on ainakin sama. Tässä siis minä. Jolta ne suomalaiset miehet nyt näyttää, paitsi toi kyllä varmaan suomalainen toi on. Kenties yhdysvaltalainen.
Can you hear me?
Whoa. What's wrong?
Come on in. We should go.
Already gone.
En spoilaa mitään, tai ainakin pyrin olla spoilaamatta, jos joku ensimmäistä kertaa ikinä katsoo tätä Final Draftia niin kuin ekana kertana, niin jääpi sitten yllätyksenä itse kullekin pelin tapahtumat. Ilkka Villi sieltä tuli vähän hassuttelemaan. Mies ja alaston ase. Mitä jos mä en meekään tonne? Hähähää. No ei tää osaa näköjään kiipeä. Tänne siis. Voidaan leikkiä, että päästäis karkuun. Aha.
Hemingway. Where's the rest of the stuff? I need to finish this. I'm coming.
What the fuck?
Shit.
Ande ei juosta ja kovaa.
Hey, kiddo. How are you?
I'm good, Mom. How are you?
This trip might take a little longer than I thought. I'm sorry I've been gone so much lately, Logan.
Oh my god, Mom, it's not your fault people get all murdery. What happened?
Just work stuff.
Right. Well, Dad and I are just watching the latest episode of Night Springs here. Mom, it's so good.
No spoilers! I'll let you get back to the show. You were supposed to wait and watch with me. I love you both.
This is what happens when you go on work trips, Mom. Love you too. And say hi to Casey. Tell him to stop brooding so much.
Logan? I will. Bye, kiddo. Logan thinks you should try cheering up.
Snarky kid. Wonder where she gets that from.
It can't be a coincidence that another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Feels like the killer's leaving us a message.
I'm glad you're on this case with me, Anderson. It's right up your alley. You should take lead. Think of me as the backup.
Okay. Any words of advice?
Nothing that would cheer anyone up. Here we are. Cauldron Lake.
Time to get to work. A deputy was supposed to be here to show us to the crime scene. There's the car, so where's the deputy?
Eaten by a bear? I'll check out that map.
Inititaatti. Mitä? Tilipitappi, tippitäppi.
Worth memorizing before we get swallowed up by the trees.
Niin sanomani piti, että invitaatio, mutta jotenkin mä menin aivot solmuun ja yritin sanoa initaatio ja sitten kun tajusin sanon jotain muuta, niin menikin sitten kieli solmuun. Mutta siis pitää myös ottaa nyt YouTube ja lapset huomioon, niin täytyy asettaa tuolta sellainen nudismi-estolaite. Taitaa olla jossain, vai eikö? Mitä voi skipata?
A deputy was supposed to be here to show us to the crime scene. There's the car, so where's the deputy?
Eaten by a bear? I'll check out that map.
No niin, nyt ei enää näy lasten yöunia pilaavia sukuelimiä sitten. Hölmösti, ettei sitä asetusta voinut sitten muuttaa kesken pelin, mutta minkäs sille mahtaa?
I think I hear someone. Could be our deputy.
I can go take a look.
Hey, over here. Hey there, Agent Casey,
Päivää
right?
päivää.
Sheriff Breaker said you'd be coming by to take over the case.
You're half right. Anderson?
Saga Anderson. I'll be leading this case. Seems you already know my partner, Alex Casey.
Shoot. Sorry about that, ma'am. I'm Deputy Mulligan. I just figured that, Federal agents right here, Thornton. My partner, Thornton, down at the crime scene. He's not what you call the sharpest axe in the shed.
Right here? What do you mean?
Terävin kirves, kuinkas näin?
Hear me, did they?
Were there any witnesses?
Yeah, a couple out-of-towners. I wonder what they were doing sneaking around the woods at night.
Edi ja se toinen
Not that we have
tyyppi
anything
siitä
against city folk,
alusta.
right, Thornton? But don't worry. Sheriff Breaker took them back to town a while ago.
Kerroppa minulle asioita.
What can you tell us about the crime scene?
Tell me about the heart.
I was getting to that, Thornton. Well, we reckon there are some organs that are currently outside the victim's person when they should be, well, inside.
I want to see the body. How do we get there?
Oh, sure, that's real simple. Just through the hole in the fence, down the hill towards the lake, around the old convenience store. You can't miss it. Everything's been closed since the area was fenced off. The store, the campground, all of it.
Hey, Mulligan, tell them I'm here waiting. I'll show them around.
They got it, Thornton.
Sitten mennään.
Before we get to the crime scene, there's time to review the facts of the case so far. Make sure I'm seeing the clues clearly. The Mind Place. My version of the Mind Palace technique. To sift through clues and work the case. Building the Mind Place again for each case. Using each field office as a model in my head. The facts are on the board. Everything we know about the previous murders. Worth taking another look.
Uhreista vähän tietoa. Sitten sillä viisiin ne on pistetty kylmäksi ja sitten metsästäjäksi epäilee. Täällä ei olekaan muita keissejä nyt vielä.
I see
Kyllä.
you're
Sitten
already hard
mennään.
at work, Anderson. Close to cracking it?
We're just getting started. Let's head down the hill to the crime scene.
Fucking nature. Gives me a headache. There's too much sky.
Mä saatan mennä joissain kohdissa sit vähän sillai ovelasti, koska kuitenkin tiedän
Hey, Casey.
mistä.
You putting me in charge. Why now?
Look, Anderson, you're a better detective than I am. You've cracked
Mitäkin
cases that have the rest
löytyy.
of us baffled. I don't want to slow you down.
Are you thinking of retiring? You know what happens to cops who say this is their last case.
Real funny, Anderson.
Siinä vähän uutisia, iltasanomat ja ei meillä ole aikaa nyt lukea mitään sanomalehtiä, kun meillä on ruumis tutkittavana. Perhana vieköön.
Stairs are out. You okay to jump down?
I'm not that old.
Oi. Ja siinähän on. Ja jatkuu.
I'm gonna go check something out. Be right back.
Olen taas ovelalla päällä. Hetki. No niin, pahoittelut tuli puhelu. Joo. Niin olin ovelalla tuulella, mutta tosiaan se nyt vasta ilmenee tässä pian, että millä tavalla minä nyt olen ovela. En voi lukasta siitä, mutta täällä on ylläri.
Kid's lunchbox? An Alex Casey movie lunchbox. Casey hates the endless jokes about coincidentally having the same name as a fake detective. He hates those cheesy crime books, but he really hates the movies.
No niin, näitäpä minä juuri. On noista sitten vissiin hyötyä kerätä tässäkin pelikerralla, vaikka nämä mun aikaisemmat upgradeit täällä jo valmiiksi on, mutta tuo haittaa, vaikka niitä tulisi enemmänkin. Pelataan kuitenkin vähän vaikeammalla vaikeusasteella, niin on etua sitten siitä, että varusteet on tip-top kunnossa.
Did you get lost, Anderson?
Not a bad place to get murdered.
If getting back to nature is your thing.
Ei mennyt oikeesti
Should have brought an
eksuksissa.
umbrella.
I like the rain. The only thing around here that feels like home.
You think the local law had the sense to put up a tarp?
If they did, next coffee's on me.
How much clearer can I make it, Mulligan? Hey!
No hoi hoi.
Deputy Thornton, I take it.
That's me, at your service, ready to get this case solved. Now the body's behind the store. Come on, I'll show you. So, FBI, huh? That's so cool. Hunting down psycho serial killers and shootouts with the mob?
You forgot the UFO cover-ups.
What? Those are real? You guys hiring?
He's joking.
Let's just see this body, shall we?
Sillä nyt kalsarit jalassa.
Now this is the scene of the crime. We found him on the table. Now he didn't touch nothing, you know, procedures and stuff.
Thanks, Deputy.
No tarp. You owe me a coffee.
Okay, let's start by examining our guest of honor. Does this fit the MO of the previous murders? Body is positioned on the table. Ritualistic.
Noniin.
Another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Coincidence?
Comprende? Hei, mä nyt en näitä tutoriaaleja just nyt tarvitse. Kiitos vain, kiitos vain.
Finding a
Aloitetaan
Casey
tästä
movie
uusi
lunchbox out
keissi.
here can't be a coincidence. Another message?
No niin, täältähän me tämä yksi jo löydettiin. Sitten
The killer left the heart right next to the body.
sydän on siinä syrjällään ja sitten
Bruising on the wrist from the cargo straps holding him down.
liinoilla on kiinni ja
Incise stab wound. Chest cut open. Heart removed.
sitten kootaan sitten tämä tapahtumasarja. Nartsoilla kiinni, moralla sydän irti ja tossa se on sitten. Ei muuta kuin
Heart
laastaria
removed from
päällä.
chest. Strapped by the wrists. Definitely matches the previous murders. But this time the heart and the straps were left behind. More clues to work with. This makes 4 murders that we know about.
Noniin.
Who is our victim? Who killed him? Need to find more clues. Multiple people were here. Multiple killers.
Jalanjälkiä. Sitten vähän saunajuomia.
Someone was drinking beer. They spent time here, waiting. Someone left in a hurry.
Jalusta.
Knocked the tripod over. Was it for a camera?
Oliko tuossa vielä
Large amount of blood on the table. The
verta?
victim died here.
Ai kauhia. Eli oletettuja tappajia oli mahdollisesti useampi. Verta.
Boot prints indicating multiple killers. Quite the party.
Jotain mutta puuttuisi vielä tosta. Kinen. Kyllä nyt suoriltaan tainnut
A creepy
liittyä
twig sculpture?
tuohon nämä.
Wonder what's inside.
Pese kädet,
I should take a
kanaa ja
look around
nuku.
for a way to open this thing.
Pese kädet, kanaa ja nuku.
I'll be back in a second.
Roger.
Hey there, Mr.
Selitellään
Deer.
näitä.
You remind me of a dream I had.
Pese kädet, ylös alas kolmiot. Kanaali jääkaapissa kolmiot. Sisäkkäin. Ylös alas sisäkkäin. Perkanevat.
But you can trust me. Well, I've been doing some deep research online, and I know how to keep
Ylös alas sisäkkäin. Perkanevat.
I get that the UFO thing was a joke, but you're probably trained to joke about it.
Tadaa.
To deflect,
Äläpä ota mitään, jos se ei ole sinun.
Joe.
Anderson. Hey, let's get back to work over here, can we?
No, tottahan tuotakin on hyvä. Kuinka kauas tää lähtee? Kyllä mä nyt voin käydä täällä vähän kurkkimassa. Se ruumis kuule pysyy siellä paikoilla, ei varmaan lähde itsestään liikkumaan. Tää ei oo niitä pelejä. Sieltä vähän ufoja ja tarinoita. Sitten otetaan nuo talteen. Käydään kuvia ja urheilun vuoksi vielä täällä. Tuolla ei kyllä ollut mitään. Mitään. No, jospa nyt palataan siihen tehtävään. No kun nythän tääkin on joku väärä paikka. No.
They left a lot of garbage. Not the fastidious type.
Siitä oli muuten yksi johtolanka. Lukossa. Ylläri. Maanantaina minä näin jotain epäilyttävää ja tiistaina en nähnyt enää mitään ja eläimiä ja keskiviikkona olikin sitten metästäjät. Hyvä. Niin mun pitää puhua sille perhana poliisisedälle. Sekö tässä nyt on se viimeinen liidi?
Welcome back, Anderson.
No, kiitos.
Any idea who the victim is?
Oh, I sure do. His name is Nightingale. He was FBI. He came to town about 13 years ago. I haven't heard a word about him since. Well, until now.
Nightingale? Robert Nightingale?
Oh, yes. You probably knew him. Brothers in arms. Oh, and sisters.
Eli nää siis tunsit
So you
toiset.
knew our victim.
Well, I didn't recognize him in his current state. But yeah, I ran into him a few times at Quantico. Never worked any cases together. After his partner got killed in the field, he went off the deep end. Got the boot pretty quick after that.
So what happened to Nightingale after the Bureau let him go?
I only know the rumors. Depression led to booze, booze led to paranoia. He got some wild ideas in his head, chased ghosts until he fell off the map. Guess he ended up here,
I bet there's more to that story.
but no happy ending.
Nightingale went missing 13 years ago. 2010.
The same as all the other victims.
Certainly fits the pattern. Makes me wonder what was going on that year.
Probably something this town wants to forget.
I think that's everything. For now, at least.
Mm-hmm. Anything clicking yet?
Not sure. Need to think about it.
Sitten.
Robert Nightingale, ex-FBI, came to Bright Falls 13 years ago.
Oliko tämä nyt sitten suunniteltua vai spontaania? No, jos sulla on kamera ja kaljaa siinä, niin teepä
They
omat
planned for the murder to
johtopäätökset.
happen here, passing the time with equipment ready. They were waiting for him. But why Nightingale? He's been missing for 13 years. Why here? Why now?
Niinpä.
Profiling. Get into the subject's head. See what they saw. Feel what they felt. Use whatever I know about them to guide my intuition to a revelation. Piece it together. Agent Nightingale has been MIA for 13 years. How did he end up here?
Up from the lake that's not a lake. It's dark. He was there too. You are not allowed in the lake until he says otherwise.
Robert Nightingale came from the lake before his murder. Nightingale was chosen as the victim. Why?
Like the switch, it goes click.
Click,
Lights
click.
are off. But somebody's home. Somebody's home.
This wasn't some random act of violence. This was a ritual. And Nightingale a component. They didn't see him as a person. More like a container for something. This mug always cheers me up.
Radio. Mulla ei taida olla siellä kuule mitään just nyt.
My first ever prank on Casey. A true classic. Casey's favorite brand. Tastes terrible.
On ne täällä kaikki tällä. Tälläkin pääsee pihalle täältä. Niin, mulla jäi varmaan nyt kesken joku homma täällä, kuulkaas. Noniin. Eli sinä tulit siis sieltä järvestä.
The Mile High Strangler case. Proud of
Paras
that
agentti.
one. Mom may be gone, but whenever I read this, I feel like she's still here. Miss you, kiddo. I'll be home soon.
11 remaining.
Eli 11 peuraa täytyy vielä silitellä.
If only the rest of the Bureau knew what a softy Casey is.
Niin.
The lake is connected to Nightingale somehow. Casey, let's take a look down by the lake. Lead the way.
Sounds good. This way, right?
Right.
Well, okay. Well, I'll just wait here.
This one of your hunches, Anderson? Did something happen at the lake?
I think Nightingale came up from that direction. From the lake. Probably looking for shelter. Safety. They were waiting for him.
When you're ready, I'd love to hear what you put together so far.
Sure. It's not that complicated. Nightingale was out in the woods alone at night, possibly nude. The killers knew he was here, ambushed him, dragged him to the campgrounds, strapped him to the table, cut his heart out. But then they were interrupted by those witnesses, the Bookers. The job is unfinished.
That seems pretty complicated to me. What was this guy doing skinny dipping at this time of year?
Haven't figured that part out yet.
Lots of questions.
Lots of answers for us to find.
I didn't know trees got that big. Gives me the creeps.
You need to get out more. It is kind of creepy, though.
Pikkasen joo.
Tracks. Barefoot. Nightingales?
They
They come out from
Kutsukaa,
under the boulder.
It makes no sense.
kutsukaa X-Files paikalle.
There's a piece of paper on the ground. A page full of text on one side. Not a printout. Written with a typewriter. Old school. Lines scratched out and edits added with a pen.
Like a manuscript. Page of a story. The killer left a message.
It's for us. The text is about us. The victim was one of their own. FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale. And then there was the page they found. The first step down into terrifying depths.
Reading
the
the
words.
words. These words felt like a message.
Felt like a message.
Someone knew they were here, someone playing a game with them. An invitation. How could they not accept,
even if they knew it would end up hurting them? Someone's been watching us.
Playing a sick
Joku on
game with
kellottanut
us.
meitä.
You were right. This is right up my alley. Nightingale came this way. Either he dropped this page, or the killers left it for us. A witch with no heart. A strange echo of owl murder. I should profile Nightingale about this page.
Taas vielä toi kirjanen, mikä me nyt nostettiin sieltä.
The victim was one of their own. FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale, gone missing here 13 years ago. Now he had suddenly turned up, only to be murdered in a brutal ritual on the very day of their arrival. And then there was the page. This page, the first page that they had found, not the last. The first step down into terrifying depths. Secret truths trembling beyond the threshold. Reading the words, these words, felt like a message. Was a message. Someone knew they were here. What they were doing. Someone playing a game with them. Leading them on. An invitation. How could they not accept? The sheer audacity of this impossible mystery presented to them. Even if they knew it would end up hurting them.
Sellainen. No mitä sä nää tiedät siitä sivusta?
We found a page in the woods. A story about these events. What is Nightingale's role in this?
I carry his words close to my chest now. Inside, the awful truth. You must dig it out.
Something was put inside him. In his chest. I must find out what.
Sitten mennään takaisin sinne ruumiille, mutta käydään täältä pikkaset tutkailemassa, että oliks täällä
I'll look
vielä...
around. See you in a bit.
Take your time.
Can't go any further. Water's too deep.
Joo. Nyt pitää tulla sitten myöhemmin takas, kun toi tulvavesi vähän laskee. Täältä.
I want to walk around for a minute.
You know where to find me.
I'm gonna go check something out. Be right back.
Got it.
Perjantai, sunnuntai, maanantai. Miksei lauantaista ole kirjoitettu mitään? Paristot
lunchbox
sieltä.
again. Who's leaving these out here?
Oikeet yksi kappale systeemeitä. Aha. Tappo melkein. Alan Wake 1:ssä oli vissiin noita.
Good to see you still in one piece, Anderson. Forest can be a dangerous place.
Missä helkkarissa se on?
I'll be back in a second.
Roger.
Täälläkin on tulvavettä, ei vissiin päästä tämän pidemmälle. Ei tällä erää. Rukataan karttaa, mihin mä nyt oon juoksemassa. Näin muuten ihan haahuiluksi, että noniin. Juoksuskapa.
Hey, you made it back. Good. I hope you didn't get stuck in any of those big puddles. Crazy flooding down there, huh? Just like I said.
Mä nyt kattoo sitä. No niin.
think he came from the lake. But his tracks make no sense.
Niinhän se sanoo, että hänen sisällä on jotain.
Found all I can here. Time to properly examine the body. See what I can find inside. Casey, I think something's been put inside Nightingale's body. Let's tell the deputies to get the body to the town morgue.
Okay.
Deputy, I want the body taken back to town for a proper examination ASAP.
Well, sure, but the coroner won't be back in town for another week after Deerfest.
Not a problem. I'll do it myself.
Oh, and Sheriff Breaker called to say he's got the bookers at the Oh Dear Diner in town. Oh, and I've got a key to the gate. It's a shortcut back to the parking lot just up the hill.
Tattista.
Thanks. Let's get the car, drive to Bright Falls, and talk to these witnesses, the bookers.
At the diner, right? I could use a cup of coffee.
Let's try that shortcut the deputy mentioned.
Sounds good.
Täällä
I think
vielä
I saw
täällä.
something. It'll only take a minute.
I'll wait here.
Vastaakohan kukaan?
Hello, this is Agent Anderson and Agent Casey, FBI. We'd like to come in and ask a few questions pertaining to an investigation.
The station heads are not currently available. Access is restricted without their permission.
Nice talking to you, too.
Mä ajattelin, koska tää on nyt se final draft, niin jos tässä olisi tullut jotain uutta ton tiimoilta, mutta ei vissiin. Tuolla mä kävin, tossa oli pikkumökki, joo, ruumis, ei muuta kuin autolle.
Welcome back, Anderson.
Ovi auki.
Seems like a nice town so far. Murders aside. Pretty woods. Cute lodge we got set up in. We should go for a hike if we get a chance.
Now you're just being mean, Anderson.
Deputies aren't exactly up to the task, but hopefully the sheriff will be more helpful.
Not a surprise about the deputies. Doubt they see much stuff this gruesome.
Sitten taas ollaan ovelia.
There's another lunchbox.
Niin. Tonne ei nyt pääsekään vielä. Juoksukisa.
Can't fit the clues all together yet. Heart removed, tripod, tracks leading to a dead end.
A tripod for a camera? To record a snuff film?
Maybe. And why take out his heart just to throw it away?
To stuff in something for us to find.
Oveluus iskee taas.
I'll look around. See you in a bit.
Take your time.
Linnut sekoilee ja puut on kauniita ja rabies. Avainsanat siinä. Ei välttämättä liity toisiinsa, mutta voi hyvinkin liittyä. Olikohan täällä vielä jotain muuta? Katohan, tosta menee polku. Vai eiks? Siihen jäi jumiin sitten.
Here we are. Let's drive back to town and meet the sheriff at the diner.
Sitten vaan takaisin.
I can't get that manuscript page out of my head. I've never seen killers reach out so directly before.
Damn impressive work so far. With your technique, these hunches were moving fast.
I wasn't sure about taking a case so far from home, but I'm thrilled to be here for this mystery. Need to swing by the lodge to get anything from the field office?
No, I'm all set.
I'll park there anyway. I want to walk to the diner, get a feel for the town.
Niin.
The diner's just up the waterfront. Shouldn't keep the sheriff and our witnesses waiting.
I smell coffee.
Just olin sanomaan, että rupeaa tekemään mieli kahvia, kun tätä pelaa. Okei.
I'm gonna go check something out. Be right back.
Got it.
You're listening to the Pat May Radio Hour, brought to you by Davis Family Roast Jerky. And boy, what an eventful day here in Bright Falls. By now, we've all seen the FBI setting up shop in town, and I'm sure you're all asking the same question I am. Did they bring all this darn rain with them? Deerfest is right around the corner, and we're all crossing our fingers for sunshine. So, I reached out to our top meteorologist for a weather update. She never responded. But I have her uncle Tapio on the line from Waterville. Tapio...
Lapsa soittaa.
Yes? Great. And Tapio, what kind of weather can we expect today? Rain. That definitely seems to be on the menu. How about over the next week? Also rain. Right. Care to elaborate? Any chance the sun will poke out in time for Deerfest? No. Deerfest is coming, rain or shine. And that parade lineup is looking dandy as ever. This parade is looks so in the shape of a swan. Long neck and everything. A very large swan. So you're a fan of swans?
Lapsi tykkää joutsenista. Ei tykkää.
That's our time. We'll be right back after this next song by the rock and roll sensation, National Nightmare.
Pum, 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 pum. Ja niin kahvia rupesi tekemään mieli ja kalaakin tossa. Toi nyt ei ole vähän saanut pyydystettyä mitään. Ollaan taas pikkasen ovelia ja tämmönen täältä. No niin. Klik, klik ja klik. Pelkää pimeätä ja pelkää mettä. No niin, nää tulee varmaan tarpeeseen. Täällä ei vissiin nyt juuri muuta ollut. Tuolla vissiin täällä, minkä eteen parkkeerattiin, niin saattoi olla jotain.
Hello.
Hello, hello.
So sleepy. Just a few more days.
Abraham Lincoln. En kyllä muista, oliko näissä mitään hirveä fiksua missään näistä huoneista. Ei välttämättä. Halo?
Good to see you.
Koska olen FBI-agentti, niin minun on pakko tutkia kaikki huoneet. Niin. Ja taas kahvia. Nyt on kyllä sen verran myöhäistä täällä, että ei viitti kahveeta kyllä pistellä menemään, ei kun siis tulemaan lukossa.
I can't get through this.
Niin.
Good to see you.
Niin. Täällä tää jäbä jorailee yksinään ja ja lämmittelee siellä maksalaatikkoa.
Rest easy, buddy.
Noniin, enää 10. Tämähän on tutun näköinen huone. Mulla ei ole karttaa vielä tänne. Saakeli. Nyt on. Lukossa. Keskustelua ja silviissiin. Elikkäs sinne kahvilaan piti mennä, mutta olen
Welcome back, Anderson.
seikkailullisella tuulella, joten ranaan vielä
Any interesting guests lately? Any good
täältä.
finds?
Zilch. But someone left a
I'll be
gross
back in a
surprise under
second.
their bed for
Roger.
housekeeping.
Mercedo won't roll over on the issues.
Or the couple on their honeymoon.
Poliisiasema on siinä. Pääseekö sinne muuten vielä? Niin me ollaan kyllä menossa myöhemmin. Kalastuskauppa.
Who else to keep this an eye? Who else to protect its citizens from the dangers of unsanitary conditions?
Yksinkö se puhuu? Toisaalta puhun kyllä minäkin.
The passage of time is deceiving.
The days of our lives are fleeting, and they end in the end. They end.
Noniin.
Another one of those lunchboxes.
Kiitos internetin. Sain eväsrasian.
Tweet, tweet, my sweets.
Huh?
Now, why'd you go and do that?
No,
Stomping around like that and scaring the poor little things.
olen pahoillani, mutta minulla on nyt kiire.
Setter is better.
Oh.
Let me guess. The FBI. Welcome to Bright Falls. It's nice to have you here. I got you both some coffee. Oh, it's Washington's finest.
Nice to meet you, Sheriff. I'm set for coffee.
You know, I wouldn't say no to another.
I'm Agent Saga Anderson. This is Agent Alex Casey.
Tim Breaker. And let me just say, I'm happy you two are here. Frankly, we could use the help.
Your deputies said you had a couple of witnesses here.
They made them sound like suspects.
Mulligan and Thornton are still on about that? No, the Bookers don't strike me as the murdering type, but you can decide for yourselves. They're just inside having coffee and pie to calm their nerves.
I'll see what they have to say. Casey, you compare notes with the sheriff.
Take your time. We've looked through the case files you sent over, Sheriff. Have you had many people besides the known victims go missing?
Sure. But it's slowed down ever since Cauldron Lake was fast off.
Let me guess. Missing person cases spiked around 20.
Jukeboksi on epäkunnossa.
Just after.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Can't believe that happened. Still feel like
Ja 9 peuraa näin jälkeen.
I feel bad for these guys.
Tarvii erilaisen työkalun.
It doesn't budge.
Vessan siisteystarkastus. Noniin.
Excuse me. I'm Agent Saga Anderson. Are you the Bookers?
That's us. I'm Tammy, and he's Ed.
Hello, officer.
Just Saga is fine, Ed.
So, are we being charged with anything? Because if not, we'd love to get back to our hotel and decompress after what we saw. Take a bath, scream into pillows, that kind of thing.
We're not charging you. I just have a few questions. Nothing to stress about, okay?
Olitteko te siellä?
What were you doing at Cauldron Lake last night?
I'm a writer. True crime. We're here from New York, doing some research on a famous novelist, Alan Wake, who went missing here. I was down at the lake, getting some details. Perfectly legal.
So what did you see in the woods?
This naked dude came out of the lake, and he was acting crazy, shouting weird shit at us. He must have been on something.
Unless skinny dipping at dawn is a thing around here.
Then we heard shooting. We ran into these psychos in deer masks. They were tearing into the naked guy with knives, like some kind of satanic cult. And then we bolted and called the cops.
What makes you say it was a cult?
The masks and knives aren't enough.
They were shouting, "Cult of the tree, the cult of the tree, cult of the tree." Oh, and we found out.
Subscribe.
The whole thing was terrifying. That's all.
Potentiaalisia seuraajia nekin olisi ollut. Profiloidaan nämä.
The cult of the tree. What aren't the Bookers telling me?
I found their necklace. The symbol is 2 triangles.
The cult wants their spruce tree back, Tammy.
Finders keepers, Ed. My publisher will want this on the cover.
Tammy found something. A necklace belonging to one of the cultists. The Bookers were at Cauldron Lake. Why?
The fence was built to hide what's there. They say the rider fell in the lake.
Private party. No trespassing.
My book has questions. Past the bolt cutters.
They broke in for the sake of Tammy's book. Nothing to do with a murder. They were telling the truth. So you found something there, right? A necklace these cultists may have dropped.
Se koru tänne.
Okay. Wow. How did you put that together?
It's evidence. You need to hand it over.
Okay.
Told you not to keep that thing, Tammy.
Thanks. This could prove to be helpful. Do me a favor. Stick around town for now in case we have any more questions.
Like we'd even dream of missing Deerfest.
Oh, God. Saga! Saga Anderson. As I live and breathe. I thought we'd never see you back here after that awful, awful thing happened to your baby girl. How are you? I'm sorry. Who are you?
I don't know what you're talking about.
It's me, silly. Rose. You know me.
I don't think I do. And what horrible thing happened to my baby girl?
She drowned. Your daughter. That's so weird you don't remember.
How do you know I have a daughter?
Oh, I know what this is. You're blocking out your traumatic memories. Happens on TV all the time.
No. You're mistaking me for someone else.
If you say so.
Menoaika Twilight Zone.
Good to see you.
No, miksi te et kertonut poliisille,
A cult murdering a man is pretty extreme. Why didn't you tell the police what you saw?
We did. We told those 2 idiot deputies. They didn't listen.
And they wanted to throw Ed and I in jail for that murder. You know, Bright Falls is just Alabama with bigger trees.
This is my case now, and no one is throwing you in jail. If you need anything else, just come to me.
Got it. Thank you, Saga.
No eipä kestä.
Hi.
All set? My guys have Nightingale at the morgue if you're ready to go take a look.
Let's go. Well, Casey, I got a lead. Looks like we're dealing with a cult. The cult of the tree.
A murder cult. Fuck.
Have you heard of this cult of the tree, Sheriff?
Only the urban legend. If you're in the woods at night, the cult will get you. That sort of thing.
We're not gonna find out you're the Grand Wizard or something, are we?
I played some D&D back in the day. Wizard was always my favorite class.
Morning, Sheriff. Looks like you have some guests.
Morning, Ted. Yeah, real important guests. Deerfest. Always draws a crowd, right?
Too true. More the merrier. Have a good one, Sheriff.
Hey, what do you know about that waitress from the diner?
Rose? Yeah, she's a bit of a space case. Always has been. Why? What'd she do now?
She kept saying that my daughter drowned. She even knew my name. It was all very weird.
Rose has a talent for saying the weirdest thing possible. But it's best not to take it personally.
Hey, boss. Corpse is
Mulligani.
downstairs ready to go.
Yep, in the morgue, all prepped.
I'd like to take a closer look as soon as possible. Lead the way, Sheriff.
Oh, this is the Bright Falls Sheriff Station. Anything you need, just let us know.
We appreciate the support, Sheriff.
I'll be right with you, sir.
Yep. Just here to pay my ticket. Whenever you're ready to take my money.
Vessapaperi varas. Kyllä tulee puhasta.
I can't force it open.
Ellit.
They locked up an innocent man.
No. Saattaahan se näinkin olla.
No speeding happening here, I see.
Sir, some patience, please.
Kahvia ja... Markon parta. Hillibileet ja semmoista. Tutkitaan nyt vielä nämä loputkin.
Agent?
Noniin. Tyhjä. Viimeksi tuolla oli mun mielestä joku medikitti tai vastaava.
As you know, the investigation is being taken over by the federal agents. Sheriff Breaker wants us to cooperate.
Oh dear, I am a tourist, and it appears that I'm lost in the woods. You've only had a tour guide, also. It's bear season. Oh no, a bear. Help. Did somebody call for a tour guide? Oh wow, Koskela Brothers Adventure Tours. Unforgettable tour experiences at affordable prices. That's right, I'm Ilmo Koskela, voted best coffee roaster / tour guide by Coffee World magazine, and I'm here to give you the tour of a lifetime. But Ilmo, I've heard the government has seized and restricted access to many local nature attractions. That is true, Janko. Many local attractions have recently become fenced off by the government, and that's why at Koskela Brothers Adventure Tours we say, fuck the government. We have bolt cutters. Oh wow, you think of everything, and we'll take you anywhere. Hiking through the scenic Elderwood National Park. Fishing in the crystal clear waters of Bright Falls Dam. Bird watching at majestic Mirror Peak. The tour of a lifetime is just one phone call away. Book now to get a 9% discount on this limited edition Oh Dear Diner coffee thermos.
Semmonen. No niin, nyt mä voin
So we
tulla.
share a morgue with the funeral home next door. It's a shoestring budget. I guess you guys don't have that problem, though. Our only coroner rotates between a few other towns, and he's away this week. But you can handle this, right?
I'm qualified to perform examinations. Yes.
Nähdään kunnon Dana Scully.
Something about morgues. They always cheer me up.
I can't say I feel the same.
Paukkuja sieltä. Paristoja.
I can't get through this. Okay. Let's take a look at our patient. I'll start with the external inspection before performing the internal examination.
Aivan kohta. Tyhjä.
Must be locked from the other side. What was the cause of death? What other clues can the body give me? There's writing on here. Can't make it
Sydämeen on
out.
kirjoitettu.
Writing?
Loruja.
How'd they manage that?
This looks like text. A tattoo?
Nightingale didn't strike me as a tattoo guy. Defensive wounds. He put up a fight.
The body shows signs of being submerged in water post-mortem. It doesn't add up.
Niin, sitten.
They did leave something inside his chest. Time to see what Nightingale's body can tell us.
Rinta revitty auki ja... Tohtori, minä sanon, että potilas on kuollut, koska sydän on ulkona kehosta. Ei. Joopas. No niin. Sitten ne tatskat.
Text is smudged. Looks inverted. Heart can't have been marked before removal.
Snadi turvotusta. Ja... As.
There's definitely something in his chest. Did the killers leave it there?
Mahdollisesti.
It's the same type of page we found at Cauldron Lake.
Nightingale hunted Saga. Didn't see her. The Taken could not see into bright light. Light hurt them, made them vulnerable. Nightingale had no heart, but here he was, killing.
Someone's created a fucked up fantasy about us.
Hey, hold on. We found these kinds of pages. I didn't think they were relevant to this case. I have them right here. No, wait!
Sheriff?
What the hell? Show me the clicker.
Didn't see her. Could not see into bright light.
I'll make you pay.
Jänskäks menee.
He's coming. No weapon. The page said to get into the light.
He can't see me in the light. My gun's out in the hall. Gotta get it back. Go!
Noniin, noniin.
Get out of my house. Wait inside.
He vanished.
Pimeätä menoa.
He didn't have a heart, but he still got up. The page predicted all of it. It helped me fight him.
He just disappeared? What the hell is going on here?
We need to figure that out if we're gonna do anything about it. Somehow we need to make sense of this. There's no rational explanation to what we just saw.
A I'd love to blame this on mass hallucination caused by inhaling volcanic gas, but we both know that's bullshit. This was supernatural.
Well, I'm glad you were the one to say it. Now we can figure out a way forward. Right before things got crazy, Sheriff Breaker just vanished.
Maybe the sheriff knew more than he was letting on.
He seemed anxious, like he dreaded what was coming. One more mystery. The victim of a ritualistic murder turns into a monster. Is there a connection?
Looks to me like the cult of the tree is performing rituals to create monsters.
Maybe. We need to start with learning this cult's goal, their purpose.
There's one of the pages on the floor.
Saga was back at Cauldron Lake. Saga had to pursue Nightingale into the overlap. Finding a way in would be difficult. A ritual. Saga would learn how. Stop the monster.
Tuosta voitte lukasta nuo. Pitikö tuosta vielä kuitenkin jotain kikkailla täällä caseboardilla? Piti.
A dead man turned into a monster. Light as a way to fight him. Pages predicting the future. There's no rational explanation.
Rationaalista.
This is the case we must solve.
No sehän meni sinne hemmetin puuhun. Eiks? Sitten näistä voisi täältä katsoa.
That's it.
Hetkonen.
We're dealing with an organized group of killers, not a lone serial killer.
Nyt löydettiin se eka stash jo.
These stashes could contain clues about the cult. Better keep an eye out for more. I need to know more about the cult of the tree if I'm going to shut them down. That's not right.
No mitäs hemmettiä? symboleita ja maskeja. Mihin helkkariin? Jaha.
The page places Nightingale back at Cauldron Lake. Calls him a Taken. We need to head over there, stop him, before anyone else gets hurt.
Okay.
We heard gunshots. Y'all okay?
Did you get spooked by the bodies?
Sheriff Breaker disappeared. Nightingale turned into some sort of a monster, and there are offices down. You two handle things here. We need to get back to Cauldron Lake immediately.
Fuck me. That's terrible. We'll do what we can, man.
Niin.
But that's crazy, right, Thornton? Nightingale's heart was missing. How could he do anything? He's dead.
Well, yeah, right. Well, that's all crazy talk. Monsters aren't real, and what do you mean the sheriff disappeared? Like poof? He's gone like magic? Magic's not real. Magic's not real. Right, Mulligan?
No, Thornton. Monsters aren't real, and magic's definitely not real.
I knew that.
Taikuutta on olemassa. Tylypahkassa.
They're a fine pair.
Ei nyt autolle. Katohan, tässä on vielä.
My client has been held here long enough. Are you gonna let me speak to them or not?
Just a moment, ma'am. Someone will be right with you.
Nightingale and his cult are dangerous. We need to be prepared in case things escalate more than they already have. Can you call it in, Casey?
A smart choice, Anderson. Yeah, Agent Casey here. Yeah. We need backup. The Bright Falls case. Whoever you can spare. ASAP.
Think we'll actually find Nightingale at the lake?
The pages haven't been wrong yet.
We can't assume the person writing these pages isn't playing us.
I agree. But it's our best lead. I'm gonna take a quick look around. Meet you back at the car.
See you in a bit.
Tapsa tuli. Joo. Noi valottaa pikkasen tätä
Hey, how's it going?
tarinaa sitten täällä taustalla. Wendy on oikeasti kadonnut 2010 ja... Huh?
This is the same symbol as that cult necklace.
Niin, että onko sitten kyseessä muistisairas vanhus vai täällä jotain muutakin ihmeellistä.
Did you check out the town, Anderson?
Just getting my bearings. Ready to go?
Waiting on you.
Rinse and repeat. Clock out, get a beer. Or maybe 3.
Ruvetaan vielä karttaan. Noihin mulla ei ole avaimia. Hetkonen. Väs tuolla. Tarvii kans noin bolt cutterit.
Bolt cutters.
How about that weather forecast for Deerfest? I've been working on this float for a month straight. If it rains, I am gonna lose it.
So, Rose, help me out. How do you think we know each other?
We all know each other around here. It's been a while, but I never forget a face. Or a coffee order.
Guess I just have one of those faces. Seen anything out of the ordinary in town lately? Suspicious people in deer masks?
No one's suspicious. But soon enough, there'll be lots of happy people wearing deer masks for Deerfest. Practically everyone will be wearing one.
Good to know.
Ei hirveästi nyt kyllä avartanut. Kaikki tuntee kaikki meininkiä. Sitten täällä oli muuten vielä yksi ylläri.
Can't open this with my bare hands.
Mitä helkkaria? Mistä ihmeestä toi pölähti se ahmabiira?
Jaakko, we're going to a cool guy's house to drink some brewskis. Are you coming? No, Ilmo. I'm very busy wearing a turtleneck and drinking wine like an asshole. Oh dear, I know what Jaakko needs. Beer to the rescue! Bring out your inner Wolverine with Beer. Wow, this is the best party ever. Thanks, Beer. Beer is a traditional Finnish lager, and we drink it the Finnish way.
At the bar while actively avoiding small talk with strangers. Getting blackout drunk on a boat during midsummer and trying not to drown. In the sauna, using your beer can to hide your pippeli from wondering eyes. Partaking in the Finnish tradition of kalsarikännit, drinking at home alone in your underwear with no intentions of going out.
It's not sad if it's intentional.
Beer, your Finnish drinking adventure starts here.
Niin, toi taisi tulla tuolta kahvilan sisältä, mutta mä jotenkin aktivoin sen olemalla ulkona. Mäpä käyn vielä kurkkaamassa. Juu, tosta telkkarista se lähti. Ei se mitään, me katsottiin se tollain telepaattisesti. Kuten kaikki parhaat asiat ovat telepaattisia. Miten se meni? Tässä ei ole mitään tolkkua.
Hello. How are you?
Joo, ajellaan nyt sinne järvelle ja sitten pistetään homma seis vähäksi aikaa ja jatketaan levänneenä huomenna.
I need to come clean, Anderson. I know why Nightingale was here 13 years ago. He was chasing a writer, Alan Wake.
Tammy mentioned him. She's writing a book on his disappearance.
You know the detective character from his books, Alex Casey.
Yeah, I've heard the jokes at the office. Cold case Casey. Murder case Casey. Sorry.
Ha. It's the same name, similar job. It's the first thing anyone thinks of. It annoyed me, but that was it. Then, 10 years ago, I started getting strange letters in the mail. Fragments of prose describing murders. You've heard the stories about what happened in New York. Some of it, at least. Bodies started to pile up. It was a murder cult. Turns out the fragments sent to me were from the crime books of Alan Wake. The cult was copycatting the murders from the books. In their heads, they were performing a ritual to bring Wake back. Their imagined prophet. After that case, I started looking into Wake's disappearance on the side.
And you thought this case might be connected to him? His name does keep popping up.
I just wanted you to have all the facts.
Next time, give them to me before we find ourselves in the middle of a horror story.
Sydän.
The page says Nightingale's in something called an overlap. Need to figure out exactly what that means.
I'm happy I'm not in charge of this mess.
Thanks. Let's start looking for Nightingale where he was killed. Great. This area is supposed to be close to the public.
Tallenskohan tää tuohon? Joo, nyt on hyvä hetki pistää homma pakettiin tällä erää ja ensi kerralla jatketaan sitten tästä samasta kohtaa, niin ei muuta kuin ensi kertaa ja kiitos ja anteeksi. Ei tässä kummempia nyt tähän väliin.